All right, everybody, welcome to my driving video today of this 2010 Subaru Outback Premium all-weather package. Just giving you a quick view of the outside before we go drive this, but if you want to see a lot more detail about the outside, the inside, under the hood, you'll have to check out my walk around video, which is on my channel. It has a separate video from this one, and you can check that out as well. This car is all-weather package plus a factory power sunroof. Yes. And we're going to go drive. We are going to drive in the city, and we're going to drive on the freeway, and we're going to check this car all out and talk about it. Please join along, ride along, give a thumbs up, subscribe to my channel, ring the bell if you like what I do and what I'm doing here with you. I enjoy to drive, talk about the car, this particular car, but these cars in general, the car that we're driving, and things I like and anything I don't like. I like these cars a lot for a lot of reasons. So, function, low cost of ownership, reliability, safety, comfort, ride quality. There's a lot of positives on this. There really isn't any negatives that I can think of, but if I think of something, I'm going to tell you, of course. Leave a comment if you own one and you have something to say or something you'd like to share for people to read, something great about your ownership experience. You know, go ahead and share that there with anyone who's watching, with the class. And here we go. We'll drive on some city streets, and then we'll go out on the freeway here in a little while. So appreciate you looking and joining and watching. This car truly is nothing less than awesome. There's nothing negative in any way. It is about as nice as new, cosmetically and mechanically, and as far as having all of its original stuff and the low miles. This car has 109,000 miles. I didn't mention until the middle of my walk around video that this was a elderly person's car, so there definitely haven't been any young kids or pets or anything like that. Also not smoked in, and it's been garage kept, and it shows. If you watch the walk around video, you'll see. Here we are again. I hit pause by accident there for a second. If you watch the walk around video, you'll see how nice the paint is, the nuts and bolts under the hood, the wheels, everything is. And it's just all the signs of a well-kept car and a garage-kept car. It's easy to see and easy to tell if you know what you're looking at. But low miles, all-wheel drive, and extremely comfortable, easy to drive, great visibility out of these cars. I really think so. Very easy to see out of the back as well with all the windows. I hate that the speed limit on this road is 25. It really should be more, but sorry, going a little too fast. Clean Carfax on this car, garage kept, the one owner, excellent service and maintenance records all the way through, from new until current. And I'm going to tell you about some of the new parts here in a minute, but also just had a timing belt and water pump service just now completed, along with the component kit. So the complete timing belt service was done along with the component kit. So that's all brand new and good for another 110,000 miles. It's quiet, it rides and rolls very nice, smooth. There's a Subaru. Okay, yeah, sure. Good thing I'm paying attention. Turn off the climate control. On top of the timing belt, while we're sitting here waiting, The rear brakes and rotors were replaced on this car. The oil was just changed. All the wiper blades were replaced in the front and the rear. And alignment was done, so the steering wheel is perfectly straight. No issues there. And drives really, really nicely, I guess I should say. On top of that, the front brakes have about 75% life remaining, and the tires are Goodyear tires, and they have about 90% life remaining, and they're basically as good as new. There we go. So the Goodyear tires are nearly new with 90%. The front brakes have 75%, and the rear brakes and rotors were just replaced, so they're brand new. And you know, it shouldn't need anything of any substance for quite some time. So but when it does, these cars are extremely low cost of ownership and just extremely easy to own and operate and pay for, because nothing will break your bank. So everything works on this car like it should. Every feature, function, switch, button, climate control, air conditioning, heated seats, all of it works like it should. It has this car has both original keys, 2 keys. It has the original carpet floor mats, which are the ones that are currently on the floor right there. And it has a full set of Subaru rubber floor mats as well, which are in the back. It has the Subaru cargo mat in the back. It even has the Subaru bug shield, if you noticed, on the front when we were in the beginning here. And then it has the cargo cover back there in the back, and even the cargo net, and the owner's manuals with the case. So it's absolutely as complete as you could ask for. You know, not a lot of cars at this age will be that complete. So all the signs and all the truths of a well cared for one owner car. There's 50 miles an hour, smooth, straight, quiet. I find the seats in these cars to be very comfortable and have nice bolstering on the sides. This car has a power seat on this driver's side, only on the driver. And then it also has lumbar support, which is nice, of course. Passenger side seat is manual, but driver gets some nicety. Heated seat works great in this car. I'll tell you what, it's interesting. A heated seat on a cloth seat, it almost feels more evenly dispersed heat to me than on a leather seat. There's just something different about a heated cloth seat. Maybe it's because of the cloth just, I don't know. I don't know what it is. It's almost like you're sitting on a warm blanket instead of sitting on a hot piece of leather, if that makes any sense. I just wanted to share that because I have the heated seat on right now on low, and it's just a nice, even heat all the way through the seat, and it's like sitting on a warm, nice blanket, you know? So just a little side thought there. The back seat on these cars is incredible. The back seat has so much leg room. On the walk around video, I demonstrated that, showed that. Great, ample leg room. And then the rear seats fold flat for when you want to load up the back with cargo stuff. And then they also recline, which is really pretty awesome. For long road trips, they recline a good probably 6-7 inches. I mean, they really go back a little ways, and you know, it's nice for kids if they were back there, or anybody being back there, to be able to recline a little bit. these cars have received top scores. Outbacks in this year received top scores from the IIHS, the Insurance Institute for Highway Safety, received top scores. So excellent safety in these cars as well. When we get stopped at a red light, I'm going to show you how much legroom this driver's side has. It's really impressive how much legroom you actually can have if you move the seat all the way back or way back, if that's how you need it. Once again, thanks for looking and joining and watching. Give a thumbs up and ring the bell. Subscribe there if you want to or you like to. Appreciate that. I enjoy to make the content and share my experience with you guys and tell you what I think and tell you all about the car that we're driving. Leave your comment, say something nice. We're heading out towards the freeway. Be a few more minutes, so you can skip ahead if you like, but we're gonna go out to the freeway and do a few miles east and a few miles west. 45 miles an hour right here. It's smooth, it's straight. This is a bit of a bumpy road, and you know, this car really holds the road nicely. You really don't hear, I mean, you can hear going over the bumps, but there's no squeaks, there's no rattles, there's nothing, you know, weird, there's no bounce. It's just it's very solid and it's very well planted. Also, I forgot to mention when I named off all the recent service items, these car Subarus in general are known for wheel bearings going bad, and it's not the end of the world because they're not terribly expensive to replace. But this car also, in its recent past, had both rear wheel bearings replaced, so that's another positive that shouldn't need replaced for quite some time. 22 miles to the gallon in the city, 29 miles to the gallon on the freeway, which is impressive all in and of itself, because anything that's all-wheel drive that can get almost 30 miles to the gallon, that's pretty impressive. And here we go. Yeah, I mean, I think that's very impressive, getting almost 30 miles to the gallon out of an all-wheel drive, decent size and decent weight car. You know, I would consider that to be excellent fuel economy. Yeah, look at that Jeep with the generator on the front. So another positive. The safety record, the space on the inside, the low cost of ownership, the fuel economy, the all-wheel drive, and one of the best things that you guys will have to watch my walk-around video if you want to see this, the integrated roof rack is truly one of the most ingenious I've ever seen. And I don't know, I could be wrong, but I don't know of any other manufacturer that does it this way. And it's just really neat because the crossbars can be easily popped out on one side and then swung to be parallel to the sides of the car, basically storing them or stowing them, therefore reducing your drag and your wind noise up there. Now, right now the crossbars are in the normal position, so across perpendicular to the car, so they're currently ready for use. So we'll see if we hear any wind noise. I don't recall hearing any before, but we'll see if we hear any. And then I also have the sunroof shade open during this drive, so I don't recall ever hearing any wind noise, but we'll take note of that as we drive here. Great handling around these roundabouts. Minimal, minimal body roll. Just really easy. An easy to drive car. So easy steering. Comfortable, just nice all the way. Great acceleration. Doesn't, it's not a race car. It doesn't have huge horsepower. I think it's 170 horsepower. Don't quote me on that. But it's not a race car, but it's got what you need. It's got enough. So I think we're gonna get stopped at this light here for a second. Our daytime running lights on right now. I can see the bumper of the car in front of us. So watch this. I'm going to move this seat all the way back. So this is all the way back, and my foot is on the brake pedal, but my leg is basically stretched pretty much all the way out. I mean, it's this is too far back for me, and I am a little over 6 feet tall. This is way too far back, but a ton of available leg room there. And again, while we're stopped here, just such a huge, look at how much legroom there is in the back. Such an awesome, huge, and spacious rear seat. I mean, I have to move this seat way far more to the front than it was. It's that was definitely that was definitely too far back. If you see me finicking with my phone and you're an average, or an avid viewer of my videos and my content, it's because I got a new phone and my hand placements on where I like to hold is a little different than my old one, so I have to be careful to not push a button. So a little getting used to. So we're going to the freeway, and we're going to get on going east right here. Yeah, so excellent legroom. Definitely, I would imagine a 6'4", 6'5", 6'6" tall person would have no problem having ample legroom in this car. There we are at 75 miles per hour right now. There it is. Nice and smooth and straight. Look how perfectly straight that steering wheel is. There's no shakes or shimmies or anything weird like that, as there shouldn't be. Like I said earlier, tires are basically brand new Goodyear. Brakes are brand new in the rear, brakes and rotors. Front brakes have lots of life, 75-ish%. Brakes are smooth and nice when braking. And it's quiet. So as I said, let's listen for noise. I mean, is there maybe a little bit of wind noise? I don't know if you can hear it, that I can hear from the crossbars on the roof. Maybe. It's not enough to bother me. So I would leave them like that because I like how they look when they're going this way. The stored position is this way, so parallel with the car. But right now they're crossbars. So I like how it looks. I don't think there's any excessive noise at 75 miles per hour. So I would leave them like they are, but that's me. Cruise control, I just engaged. You might be able to see there it says cruise set at 75 miles per hour. So the cruise is set and working like it should. I do like a car that has a separate cancel button to turn it back off. I'm going to turn that back off. Yeah. Just a real nice, smooth ride. I mean, really, it's not very windy today either. Maybe under heavier windy conditions, the crossbars could be better to be stowed. Nice and quiet. It's nice and quiet in the cabin here. Like I said earlier, I didn't think there was anything negative I was going to have to tell you about, and I don't think there is. So it's all good and all positive. These cars are such low cost of ownership in general, but with all the new parts that this car has had recently, and with the fact of the new timing belt and all the regular consumable stuff, the tires and brakes, all being near new or new, I mean, in my opinion, this car should not need anything for quite a long time before there's going to need to be any maintenance or expense other than oil change. I'm going to pause the video, and we're back. Maybe you saw that, maybe you didn't, but there was a police officer there in the middle of the freeway, and I don't think they take extremely kindly to recording without, I don't know what they like or what they don't like. I don't care, but I am actually, in my opinion, for any of you that may think otherwise, I believe I am a better driver while I'm doing this because I'm not watching the screen, I'm watching the road, and I can see the screen right in front of my face, but I'm not watching it. I'm just looking to make sure it's a good perspective for you guys, but I look and then I look right back out the window. So, whatever. May have to pause again on the way back. We're going to loop around here and then we're going to go back the other way, the same way we came. But what I was rambling about was that I truly believe that this particular car, with its excellent recent service and timing belt and fresh oil change and new, basically brand new tires and excellent brakes, brand new in the back, I mean, this car, there's no way this car will need much of anything for a good long time. So this should make for an excellent car for someone for many years, and it certainly has a ton of life left and lots of mileage left to go. Be a great car for first-time driver, I think. I mean, it's a little longer than like a Civic or a Corolla, or in the Subaru lineup, an Impreza. You know, a lot of people like to put their kids in a small car. I mean, I understand that to a degree. I also think safety is important. You know, it's a little longer than a compact car, but it's certainly not hard to manage. We'll just go ahead and stop. It's not hard to manage or to, you know, to see out of or to park. I don't think, but then again, I guess it's different when you're a first-time driver. Some first-time drivers, speaking of, probably end up with a car looking like that. Since that was sitting right there, I had to show you guys that. That's funny. And that's a Civic that I just showed you. That's a 2001 or 2 or 3, somewhere in there, Honda Civic with no front bumper. Good job. But yeah. Oh, that's an illegal U-turn. See, that's not legal. Here we go. So we'll get up to speed here, and we may I may pause again. We'll see here which way that car is facing. As I mentioned a few minutes ago, not a race car as far as getting up to speed, but it is not difficult to get up to speed, and it's got plenty of power for what it is. You don't need any more than what it has. At least I don't think. Everybody hits the brakes when they see the black and white in the middle of the freeway. We're just gonna continue on here. So here we are again at 72 miles per hour. Again, everybody, thanks for looking and watching. Give a thumbs up and subscribe and ring the bell and leave your comment. I like people to leave comments, and I like to see your comments in return when my video has helped you to know more about a car, to understand it better, to feel more comfortable with it, to know its features and benefits more, and if it helps you to buy one like this in another city or state or country, wherever you may be, that now you're more educated about an Outback between watching my couple of videos and you buy one like this and you feel more comfortable about it. I love to hear that type of feedback. So leave your comment if that's the case and I've helped you in some way to make a buying decision. I'd like to hear about it. 72 miles per hour still, cruising along, getting away from this dump truck that's full of gravel or something. Yep, probably. Need to get over and pass somebody, same thing. It's not a race car, but it has good power to kick it up a little notch and get going a little faster. So we're at just under 80 miles per hour right here, as you can see there, and we're as smooth as silk, smooth as butter. Steering wheel is perfectly straight. Everything is awesome. Everything is awesome. And just all A+ all the way for this car. I'm not saying that every one you look at will be as nice as this one, but this particular car is an A+ every way. So we're going to record just a little more as we exit the freeway. It smells like hot tar. It smells like they're doing some kind of road something. And once again, everything is great on this particular car, and it is 100% ready to go and ready to drive. Ready to enjoy. Oh boy, look at that tar. Ugh. I hate seeing hot tar going on roads if they don't let it cure long enough before people drive on it, because that's how you end up with getting tar splashed on your paint or inside your wheel wells, or, you know, whatever the case. Like, when they paint the road lines, you know, like the white and yellow paint on the road, if they take up the cones too soon and that stuff's still wet and you drive over it and you get that paint on your car, oh, that paint is some type of reflective. It's obviously got to be really good paint to stick on the road, but it's something that is very, very difficult to get off of a car's finish. So do not do that to your car, no matter how much you may or may not like it. Don't drive over a wet, fresh paint. Also, I've told you about the new parts on this car many times throughout this video, but also the cargo space is just incredible in this car. You know, in the back, once you put those seats down, it's like having a small truck. And the all-wheel drive system is long been perfected by Subaru. A lot of other manufacturers have developed and started with all-wheel drive in the last 10 or 15 years, but Subaru has been doing it for so long and has long perfected it. As I mentioned in my walk-around video, you know, Subaru started all-wheel drive in 1972, and then in 1986 was the first symmetrical all-wheel drive, which is what this car is basically. And then not even 10 years later, it was standard on the entire lineup of cars. So in that'd be 1996. So in 1996, it was standard and on all the cars. That's a long time ago from current, but it's also a long time before even this particular car was made. So Subaru has always been a leader and innovator with all-wheel drive, in my opinion, and all for your benefit. It's one of the many things that these cars are praised for, besides all the other things we talked about. Being versatile, being comfortable, having lots of room inside, the safety ratings, the roof rack, I mean, all these things. I mean, it's just a very utilitarian, real world vehicle that you can drive and enjoy and pretty much do everything you need to do all in one. I mean, really, you don't need a truck unless you're pulling something really heavy. The amount of space that's in a standard truck bed isn't really much different than what's inside this vehicle when you put these seats down, unless you had a really tall object. So that's my opinion. I was thinking about it actually this morning when I started on working on this car, about a Chevrolet Astrovan that I did recently, several months back. But what an amazing van those vans were. They were a van, but they were built on a truck chassis, so they had, you know, kind of the strength to pull something pretty heavy. I think it was up to 5,500 pounds on that. You know, a decent sized boat behind a minivan basically, but then you took all the seats out of those old vans, which were heavy and kind of a pain in the you know what to take out. But then once they were all out, you had so much space inside the back of it, it was like having a truck. So you had a truck, a van, you know, and a cargo van all in one, in those old type of vans like that. But they were great. But this Subaru is similar in a sense of being able to do lots of different things. Very, very versatile. This guy, 20 miles an hour. What are you doing? It's not even a turn lane. Jeez. I gotta get to Swenson's. I gotta get a burger. I'm so hungry. Oh. It is a really bright Sunday today. Well, I'm going to wrap it up here. Thank you, everybody, for watching, joining, listening, following along, riding along. Once again, I thank you. I appreciate. Give a thumbs up, ring the bell, subscribe to my channel. Leave your comments, please. If you own one of these and you want to share some positivity with potential would-be owners or viewers, please feel free to do so. Lady. Jeez, got some questionable drivers out right now. So yeah, please do that. And I appreciate everything, and we will see you next time. Check out the walk around video of this car to see a lot more detail, to see the outside, the inside, under the hood, all that, if you want to see more detail and information about these. And I appreciate it. So we will see you next time. All right. Peace, everybody. Bye-bye.